What it do, Dream Team? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with the untold story of Michael Jordan's ruthless trash talk at the NBA 75th anniversary celebration. Now, before we jump into this, and I'm excited to jump, because I want to hear all the trash talk, but mostly because this is my favorite basketball player of all time, Dwyane Wade. I was such a huge fan when he was playing. His game just, I don't know. It inspired me, dog. Like, it was incredible watching him play basketball. But before we dive into this, if you haven't enjoyed it, make sure you guys subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Let's hear what MJ had to say.
That was the moment.
For both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all are, same class, you know what I mean? Came up together.
That moment was different. Like, I didn't even know how that moment really was going to hit, even when we got named to the team. But the moment when we walked in the room and you actually saw Kareem, you actually saw Jerry West, Magic, and the list goes on and on. It was like, oh, Oscar. You're like, I'm on this team. Like, these are the goats of the game, like the goats of the game. Like, I played double dribble, and you know what I'm saying? like they were on double dribble. So
double dribble.
That 75 nod, I think for me, I remember being young, and I remember watching the 50th anniversary team. I remember being a kid watching that All-Star game, and to think 25 years went by from that moment, and they picked 25 players, and it wasn't 25 new players. Because Bob McAdoo, who didn't get picked, had to get on the next team.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so forth and so on. And so when you think about the odds of that, I came in the back door in the NBA. Like, Melo, you ain't know me, right? Until Marquette, maybe my last year. You never heard of me growing up. I went on the AU circuit.
I ain't hear about. Let me see. I ain't
You ain't hear about.
No, I'm just
like most guys. Most guys,
right,
you hear about them. You see you can see their journey. Yeah. So for me, knowing the way I came into the league and how I had to fight, kick, scratch to get into this joint, Prop 48, all the things I dealt with.
They don't know Prop 48.
Prop 48.
They don't know what that is today.
Yeah, no, there ain't no more Prop 48. I had to sit out my freshman year in school, right? Oh. So Prop 48, the injuries, everything I dealt with, I had knee surgery. My meniscus was taken out before I even got to the league. I was bone on bone early. And so to know what I dealt with and to then be on that stage with that team, man, ain't nobody say nothing to me.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Yeah. Not about basketball.
Nah.
Facts.
So what is?
I mean, you can't really say nothing to him, dog. Definitely one of the greatest to play our game. One of the greatest, top 3 shooting guard of all time. You can't say nothing to D-Wade. And it's with all the injuries. You take the injuries away, I'm telling y'all, he could make a case to be in that conversation, and y'all know what conversation I'm talking about. But you could say that about a lot of players with injury, so I can't really play that card. Anyways, he's top 3 shooting guard of all time.
Like, so from that night, is there anybody, because you had said George Gervin came up to you and was like, yo.
I seen all the bucket getters that came before me.
But who was somebody that came up to you and spoke to you?
For me, personally, that was different. Like, to see those guys that is considered, like,
that was insane.
These are who's the best at your position.
Yeah.
Like, forget everybody else. It's like, this is who the best at your position. Like, how you like, I tested these niggas. Like, how you stand here with this group, the George Gervins and the Dr. J's and like, it was crazy.
Yo, I got a story.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Melo know this.
You got Magic, you got Jerry West over here, you got Kareem over there, you got McAdoo over there. Like, you got guys that, you got Iceman, George Gervin, just like, he looking like, damn, I'm like, shit, do I belong here? So when you see that type of interaction and people just zoning out, like, damn, I'm really here.
I'm really here.
Like, we was the young boys in the crew.
Right.
We couldn't say shit. Like, we gotta play our part.
And it was the crew.
And we 75. We all 75. Right. We all part of the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta play your part. You gotta play your position. Like, these are, and it's not playing your position. It's just giving ode and a nod to who came before you.
So you would say you had a story
Yeah, so all right, so we in the room, right? And we have already taken this top 75 photo. Now the photo moment was crazy because it was me, CP, Melo, Brian, like that was crazy itself. But we had a moment where they broke out into your positions.
Ooh.
So you got the ones, you got the twos, you got the three, so forth, so on, right? So the ones are about 6 foot. They Chris Paul, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas. So the twos, we looking at them.
Magic
like,
was over there with them.
Yeah, but Magic went like
He was a hybrid. He was like a hybrid.
Yeah, he was a hybrid. So as the twos, we Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, myself, all of us 6'4", 6'5", whatever. We looking at the ones like, look at them little motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers can't fuck with us, right?
Look at them little monkeys.
Hey, we talking shit. We look to our left. You got 6'7", 6'8". You got Melo. You got his side. And they looking at us the same way. They just like, look at them little motherfuckers. Bro, you remember that? Bro, I'm talking about literally. We looking this way like, man, they can't. We talking shit like, yo, the twos here. We got this. We got Mike. We got Cole. We look at them little. And then we look this way. They looking at us and said the same thing. Like, look at them little.
We looking at y'all. Y'all looking at us. Power forwards looking at us.
We was sizing each other up.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like the greatest ever played the game was all still sizing each other up.
Yeah, the competitiveness that was
in that room was like, yeah, you here, but like, you can't fuck with me.
Still,
but like real, like sizing them. It was like shit talking in there too.
For real.
You know, it was like, man, you know I'll bust your ass. You know I would have bust your ass.
I'll bust your ass in 78.
You talking to this is 75. This is
You talking about one of the greatest basketball moments that we've ever experienced.
That had to be
This was
some
popping
world class shit talking going on in that room, dog. Like, yo, you
It
ain't
was.
fucking with me. You was never fucking with me.
The shit
you
talking in
couldn't
the
fuck with
room.
me in 89.
The shit talking in the room was crazy, but the moment
was black.
was when MJ came
Yeah,
in.
when he came in.
I ain't never.
Yeah, we talking about aura. You talking about aura?
Let me tell you something. When he walked through,
Just aura. That's it.
Everything
Just aura.
changed.
Yeah.
The kids were like Cyrus and the Warriors. Like,
you know when the coolest person walk in the room?
You cool?
That's
with the
crazy.
coolest
Coolest
nigga
person walk
walking
in.
around, yeah.
Man, when MJ came in and get silence. Everybody was like, oh,
He sizing
Right
niggas
away.
up from the tunnel.
door?
right away.
Stop it.
He walking past you. Yeah, man, I'd have bust your ass. Like he sizing everybody up.
Bust your ass.
You saw the
up, bust
clip
your
where
ass.
him and Magic that went viral, right? They all saw the clip.
yeah.
That was right away. And that's the moment where I was just sitting there and I'm like, I'm listening to Jordan and Magic talk shit.
Really
Oh my-
talk shit though.
Yo.
Like, put your sneaks on, let's go right now. And I'm like,
I'll tear your ass up right now.
are they serious?
He said, "Oh, that's serious." That's so funny, dog. But it's great. Like, it's incredible to hear because these are the players that I got to grow up watching. I didn't get to grow up watching the Michael Jordans and the Larry Birds and the Kareems and the, Isaiah Thomases and all the great players of the 70s, 80s, 90s. But I got to watch a lot of players in the 2000s. So these are the guys I grew up watching. And, but those were the guys that they grew up watching. They got to grow up watching the MJs and the Larrys. And so when they see, like, somebody like Michael Jordan, who many consider the greatest of all time, not myself, I consider LeBron that position, but see Michael Jordan come in the room and his aura, right, everybody just kind of goes silent. Like, Mike walk in the room, I'll bust you. It's just like Mike. I've heard too many videos now. Mike, yeah, he talking trash off rip. That's MJ.
Right now. And I'm like,
I'll tear your ass up right now.
are they serious? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Niggas have
Like if they was breakdancers, they would have just started breakdancing. Like, how back in the day you pop, like they would have did that. That was
You know what else I do? AI. To see how they embraced AI. Like, we know AI. We've been around them. But to see how the older guys was embracing them, it was like, because that's hard to embrace.
Right.
Like, if you really want to get technical. Because your point of us sizing everybody, we sizing each other up, they looking at, yo, how the fuck this look? Like, he's great, but how the fuck he doing this?
He's little. Because he's little, bro.
They telling him, you little motherfucker, how you do this shit in the league? Right? But the energy that they gave him, you realize, like, okay,
they respect him.
His aura is different too. We just see him all the fucking time. And it's like we don't appreciate that.
Right.
But them two in there was like,
Energy switched up when they were there.
Dr.
Like,
J.
shit, yo.
Like it's interesting to see like the torch being passed was in there. from the Docs to the Magics to the MJ. Like it was Isaiah's. It was past in that room. And to see Bron in there too with that, like as a fan, like you know what I mean, like. Niggas are sizing him up too. Okay, this is what this is like, huh? Let me see what this is about.
So
hell of a room though.
Right. So all this is happening. All these greats is in the room. The competitiveness is in the air. On the other side of that, does anybody holler at you and like give you game like yo young buck? Let me put you on a
in that room.
Woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying?
In that room?
Yeah.
You trying to give you shit in that room. Get the fuck out of here.
Ain't no game giving out in that room. Ain't no game giving out. But like I do say like my entry, like it's kind of like the right, like you said, it's some people that when you walk in a room, they kind of like they pay you the respect. Mm-hmm. They give you the nod. You know what I mean? And so for me, when I walked in, it was Magic. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But Magic gave you the nod. Magic gave you that before.
He gave me that before, but when as soon as I walked in the room, because he gave me that, and you know, you kind of be humble.
Familiar with that?
I'm familiar with it. He was the first person I seen when I walked in the room.
He made you comfortable,
and he was like he just looked at me like, D-Wade.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it was kind of like he welcomed me into the
club,
the basketball heaven,
to the club.
Like, come on in, son.
Shit, yeah.
But one thing about Magic, he did that to all the young guys though. Like he did that. Like you belong. Like you here, so we can talk now.
Yeah,
like, I can't talk to you. You ain't in this room, so I can't.
The conversations become different now.
Yeah. Now we can really build.
So
but all
of
them was waiting in the room.
In the room,
that,
they was already in there.
Right? They telling you like, all right, now you did something.
Like they entered, like we're joining their team.
Yeah,
mind you.
Them niggas been on here for 50 years.
We've been doing
this.
Been on
the team for 50 years.
Yeah, we joining their team. So that right there for me was probably the most fire moment. When I walked in, I saw Big Bro like, welcome to the heaven.
Yeah.
It was like he was the gatekeeper. Open the door for you.
That's so dope, that kind of experience that they got to have with some of the greats of the past, the ones who came before them and kind of passed the torch of the game to them, and they passed the torch to the younger generation. It's just great moments. And you're just, as a fan of basketball, you can't do nothing but respect and have love for that. No matter what era you grew up watching, I feel like everybody's going to think their era is the best, of course. But as a fan, like to respect and appreciate everyone who came along from the beginning and passed the torch down. And you see so much greatness throughout all the eras of basketball thus far. It's just incredible for all of them to be in a room. I can only imagine that kind of energy, trash talk, conversations. To be one of the 75 greatest players to ever play the game. Man, that's got to be special. In a league that's so ridiculously, incredibly impossible to get into in the first place, but to stand out and be one of the best in that league in your time, and now be recognized as one of the best in that league of all time, that's an incredible room to be in. That's all we have for this video. You guys enjoyed that. Please don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you guys on the next one.